is my 5th day of art journaling. I hope you enjoyed these videos. And today we're going to paint the night sky. You can paint whatever comes to your mind for the night sky. And then I'm just randomly choosing my colors. And it looks like I have some very unique colors for a night sky. So this is going to be a fun challenge. So my secret ingredient is medium magenta. So this is going to be a very colorful painting. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint a circle. So that's going to be my moon, and I'm using my painter's tape to go around, and I'm using my blue color to go around with it, and just my flat brush. The blue that I selected is a transparent blue, so you can see that it's pretty uneven when I put the color down. And if I were to be able to choose my color, then I would choose a more opaque paint. You can learn all about those terms with my weekly art lessons. But this is a fun challenge where I don't choose my colors and it's just randomly selected. So it makes it a fun challenge, and it helps to learn in the process of painting. You can see that I'm going to have to add several layers. So this next step, I'm letting that layer dry, and I'm putting in a layer on my moon, and I'm using that light blue color. And notice how I'm using my flat brush again. And the flat brush is great for going along edges and making the edges nice and straight. Now I'm adding another layer to my blue sky so that I can try to even that layer out. Okay, so right here I am mixing my magenta with my blue. That magenta color is actually an opaque color, so you're not going to be able to see it much behind it. And so I'm just kind of strategizing with that, because I'm like, well, if I add this color over the top, it's going to level the blue paint. And as you can see, it does it. Now I'm going to take my toothbrush and I'm putting it into that light blue color. And I'm going to dip my toothbrush in water so that it's nice and wet, and then I'm pulling back and splattering onto my painting. Now, the closer that I splatter, the bigger those stars will be, and the further they will be smaller. Now I'm going to add yellow to my moon, and I'm just thinking about this as maybe the adding texture of the craters. I'm just kind of getting that color in there because I know that I need to use all these colors. So I'm going to add the texture, and then I'll see what I want to do. And notice how it's in the left side, top left side. Okay. Now I'm going around my moon with mostly water on my brush, not even really any color. And it's just going to make it look like it's glowing. So my brush is not completely clean. There's already a little bit of residue. Okay, so now I'm adding in that medium magenta just to kind of make it look like there's galaxy maybe. And notice how it's a very transparent color right now, and the reason why it's transparent is because I have a lot of water with that color. Okay, so it was an opaque color, but adding water to it made it transparent. Alright, so with my small detail brush, I'm adding some bigger stars. And I'm just going to make sure there's a nice point in there, and that's about it. So I'm going to add my right 3 colors to my magenta, and I'm using it as a mother color. So I have a lesson all about how to use mother colors in your artwork to create harmony. That link to that lesson is in the description. So I'm adding the color onto my moon here, and it's very strong. And so I'm taking my paper towel and I put some water on it, and I'm dabbing it up. I'm not going to get all of it, but it's just too much for me. It's not what I had in mind. Now I'm going to add more of the darker color on the outer edge and focus on that. So it's going to make it look like the moon is still bright, but that center part, I want to keep it light colored. So the challenge here is to get those colors down in the moon. Like, the moon usually isn't very colorful. So I'm trying to make it look like the moon, yet still use all the colors for this challenge. So I decided to go over some of my color with my light blue, and that light blue has just a tiny bit of magenta in it. So while that dries, because I don't want to muddy all my colors, I'm working on a comet down here. And now that that's dry, I'm going over my moon with some of the dark blue color that I have. I'm also going to use the light blue, and this is going to create the shadow areas in my moon. So I want to have that contrast of the warm colors and the cool colors, and I want them to play nicely together. Okay, so my moon's going to contain all of the colors that I have up here under the words night sky, and right now I'm just kind of focusing on trying to make it look like there's craters. So I'll pull from all of the different colors and play with my moon until it looks right. So for this next step, I'm adding in the details. Now the detail part is where you add in some of your personality. And right now I'm going to add in things that I see on the moon, the details I see, to make it look more like a moon. So adding those craters on there are going to make it start looking more like a moon. And then I'm going to add in some shadows where I'm seeing the shadows on a moon, and then the light areas as well. And as you notice, even though this is a very colorful moon, it's starting to look more like a moon. Well, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed creating with me. I wrote down some notes. I used this color right here as a mother color. If you want to learn about what a mother color is, that's in one of my art lessons, and you can also get weekly art lessons and the color mixing video for this and the reference photo to help you paint along with me. And then I actually ended up loving the multicolored moon. I wasn't sure about it at first, and my favorite part of the night sky turned out to be the moon. This magenta color is actually one of my favorite colors, and that is why I added it to be a secret ingredient. If you have colors that you gravitate towards, go ahead and grab those colors for your paintings, because you'll end up using a lot of them. Go ahead and click right here if you want to become a Createful Art member, and you can watch more videos, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!